Hello everybody. In this screencast we're going to look at how to accept input from the user, right? So basically mainly text input. And let's start by adding a button and adding a label just to get the app in some kind of shape where we could play with it. So here is the button. I have a button. Let's do this. I'll add also a label. Let's say the label is under the button somewhere here. We take the button, add some constraints. I'm going to center it 1, 2, so the button is centered. And then this guy, I want to center it horizontally, and then just give it a little bit of distance from the button itself. And here we are. So we have the label and we have the button. Good. So now I want to accept input. So now we can run this. Right? Yeah, there is nothing much, just a button and a label, right? And nothing is happening. So when you click on the button, nothing happens yet. Now we want to accept input. So accept input, there it's called text field. So here's a text field, drag and drop. Here is a text field, and I can give it a little bit of size. I want to anchor it to these sides here and be under the button. So basically I'll go here and add these constraints, make this 32, add the 3 constraints. So basically there is a button. Let's say we call it click me or something. Where is that? Here, the text field for it. Click me. All right, so here's the text field. There is text. This is whatever input, and there is placeholder. I could say, for example, enter email, something like that. Here it is. So basically, I said enter email, and I didn't put that in the value or the text, because if I put it in the text, see if I cut this from here, paste it here, it looks darker. Why? Because this is the text that you have entered in the text field, right? But I want a placeholder just to show just some help or some kind of indicator to the user what to enter here, right? So basically enter email. Here it is, enter email, and then you can type. Here is the email. So basically you can type the email, you see here, or if it's an email, I need to type an email. So basically I'll say a@a.com or whatever the email is, a@a.com, right? Basically what happens is that when you click here, you can display the keyboard. So basically if you go to IO, keyboard, toggle soft keyboard, so it shows you the keyboard. And I could type whatever I want to type here, right? And then basically what you want to do is you can also paste, cut and paste, and so on, right? Cool. So we're good here. We're able to do this. I would like to grab the data that the user enters or whatever input the user enters here. In order to do that, let's say when you click the button, I want to see what the email is, right? All right, so I go in, pick the view controller, open up the assistant. Here we are. Now I'll click me, I'll just control, drag and drop, and this is an action. I'll say, for example, button clicked, right? There it is. And I could get the label also. Let's do the label, drag, drop, an outlet. I'll call, for example, this is the main text label or something. There it is. And then this is the email. So I can drag and drop. I'll call it, for example, the email text field. And this is an action, so I'm not interested in an action. So I messed up something here. Let's delete this. The problem is when you delete this, you also have to delete it from the storyboard. So you go here, and it's not there, which is good. We can pick this one. Good. Okay, good. So now we go again, drag and drop. I am interested in an outlet, and that outlet is going to be the email text field. All right, here it is. Email text field. Okay, here we are. I have an outlet for the email text field. So basically what I would like to do is that when you enter the email, right, when you click the button, I want to just retrieve the email that you entered. Let email equals email text field dot txt, and you see here it returns a string question mark. String question mark means it's an optional string. This means it can be a string or it can be nil, right? And it can be a nil value. So here it is. Okay, so we have that here. So basically I could do print email, right? Now we run this. Ignore this warning. We'll come back and handle the warning in a little bit. Here it is. Here I'm typing something, test, click me, and I could see the optional test. I need to unwrap it. So unwrap it means it's an optional. So the optional has 2 values. Either it's nil or it has a value of the type that it's declared with. So if you want the value, you have to unwrap it, right? So basically by putting an exclamation mark. So run it again. Usually you have to test to see if it's null or no and so on. So basically here we are, we type something, click me, and you see the value that you typed, right? You could say, for example, hello world, click here, and here it shows hello world. Perfect. So we are able to get whatever the user has typed. Very straightforward, very simple. And we are going to look at more details in the exercises on how to limit input, how to dismiss the keyboard. So basically what I could do is, you see, I want when you click, so for example, if you look here, if we click here and we toggle the keyboard, the keyboard is up. I want when I click me to the keyboard to disappear. In order to do that, you have the label. So basically you have the email text field, and what you could do is you could say first resign first responder. So basically by resigning first responder, you are telling it to dismiss the keyboard. You go here, and you will see that when you click, the keyboard will go. So here we are, we go here. Now the keyboard is up, right? You type something, yes. The keyboard, I want the keyboard up again. So let's go here, keyboard, toggle keyboard. Here we are. Now when I click me, you see the keyboard disappeared. Why? Because resign first responder will dismiss the keyboard. Very simple, very straightforward, and you're able to get the data from, you see, click here, and you're able to get the data from the user, whatever the text they type. All right. Perfect. So please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.